Hello everyone. I believe by now we already have good understanding about master data and about organizational master data and why we need to create an organization master data for our system. And I also believe that we already have good understanding of the SAP R3 system, how we have the Tier 1 level, the Tier 2, and the Tier 3 level. And this is all that is just about is telling us your job role and your job ability in the system. I personally have experience in R3 and system entirely. I can use the system as an end user. I can use the system as a developer and also use it as an administrator. What I want to show us today is how we can execute the organizational master data that we create in my previous presentation. I want to show us how we can use it to execute a task in the easy access screen. So I will go ahead and log into my system, and after I show us that, then we can proceed in talking more about customer master data, which is part of the master data that we need to create for our sales and distribution functionality. Okay, logging into the system, and then I'll show you. Okay, now that I'm logged in, I want to show how we can execute the organizational master data. Remember I said that the implementation guide which we use for customizing is mainly for customization and providing views that we want to see in the front end, and the SAP Easy Access is for execution. Now, all the things we created in my previous presentation, you will see it right here. Okay, this is the sales order document that I just ordered for, and I will use a generic system document number. We will be creating our own order type document number later on in the future, but this is the one that is already in the system, so it's generic. And to create an order, you just use OR. And the sales organization, if you remember, when I was creating the organizational master data for my sales department under sales and distribution, it asked me to create my sales organization, which I created, and I provided Verizon was okay, that is VRSO, and then my distribution channel that I created, which is the medium where our customer is, are they calling in to place this order, or do they actually walk in to do a cash and carry to an actual store? So I will say online, and I think I maintained all these. And then the division, what department, under what department is this product that the customer is interested in? What department is this product at? Is it in the phone department? Is it about service, or is it in the printer or hotspot? I believe I created 3 different departments when I was creating my division for my sales organization. But I will create the Verizon phone, and I created that to be V1. I remember that to be V1. And our sales office, which is the office where is the store located, which store is processing this order. We want to have all that information. And my sales office is VRSF, and my sales group who is in charge of that sales office, and that is VR1. I think that is Levi. And after you put in your sales organization, then you will be able to proceed to the document. You'll be able to see all the documents and views that we made available. Or we have not created our own customer master data, we've not created our own material master data, but you will see where you can input all those information. Okay, because I was able to have the organizational master data for my sales and distribution department, I was able to order for this document right here. It's still loading, it will pull it up shortly. it took a while before he processed that document request. Probably my internet was slow, but this is the front end. This is where you will be creating your sales order. And if I have not created the organizational master data, I will not be able to come to this screen. There is no way I will be able to pull this up without an organizational master data. And the organizational master data that I created is not just for the sales and distribution department. I have to create in finance department, I have to create in material management department, I have to create in production planning, I have to also go into logistic execution, logistic general. I have to have skills in all that before I can even create this master data successfully. So I have created all the things that is needed so that I will be able to create a sales order. But I won't be able to create a sales order right now because I do not have customers to create an order for. I do not have the material that I am selling to my customer. So how can I create a sales order if I don't have a material in the system and I don't have a customer that I want to sell to? So we need to create all that master data. Okay, let's go back out and then we'll talk more about customer master data. I'm going to sign out for now because the system will automatically sign me out if I stay too long without any job activity or any execution taking place. Okay, customer master data. This is the master data that supports customer creation in the system, and it doesn't change for a long period of time. And this is just a general idea of what customer master data is for. Customer master data helps us to be able to create a customer in the system. If we don't have a customer master data created or maintained in the implementation guide screen, there is no way that our end user will be able to execute a process in creating a new customer or to change customer information for an existing customer because there is no customer master data. Or let's say there is an existing customer and for one reason the customer master data was deleted by mistake, they will not be able to access that customer information in the system. So it is an information that wants to stay for a long period of time. Nothing should happen to that master data. It should never be deleted once the system has started running or once we have gone live with this software and we are starting to provide service to our customer. So this master data will be there and will not be changed and must never be changed or deleted. Okay, this is our Alteryx system architecture. This is our user, and our users are the one that will be creating a customer. Now, if we do not have this customer master data in this application server, our users will not be able to create a customer. They will not see the view that they need. They will not see the parameters that they need to maintain customer information into, because their job is to input information into this application data and also see information that we want them to see. So we will bring this customer master data in here and we'll create it. Then our user will be able to come into this master data. Our users will be able to create a customer master data for our customers. They'll be able to create a customer for the system, and then we'll know who we want to sell to, and we'll be having all that information. So we need that customer master data created, and our sales and distribution functional consultant will be responsible for creating this customer master data. Our finance consultant can also create a customer master data for their own specific application. Okay, customer master data are requirements. For us to be able to successfully create a customer master data, we need to create three basic master data in the system. We need to create the account group. We need to create the number ranges. And then we need to create the partner determination. So let me show you where this will come into place when we are creating, when our end user wants to create a customer. So here's P63 and my password. Okay, if I say I am an end user and my job task and my job responsibility is to create customer in the system. Let's say a customer calls in for the first time and we don't have this customer information in the system. My job is to get all this information from this customer and create a customer and give the customer their customer account number. So the transaction code for creating a customer is E01. That will take me to the document that I need to create customer. Now, this is the account group. If I don't have an account group created, how will I be able to select an account group in the system? There are a lot of account groups created here already that I have maintained. I have maintained one for Apple, I've done one for Xerox. If I have not done any for the Verizon, there is no way Verizon will be able to create a customer in the system because Verizon is not, because I can be working for both Xerox, for both Apple, and for maybe US Cellular. I will not advise Verizon to be using Xerox account group. So I have to make a Verizon account group applicable and I have to make it stay in this view and not changeable. So it's going to be there. It's not that my end user will have to come here and select an account group. I can put it right there and make sure they do not change it. Because if they do, they will be creating a customer for a different company. So that's where the account group comes into play. And you can see right here the sales organizational master data is also coming in here. For what organization are we creating this account group for? If you select Xerox account group and you put in Verizon sales organization right here, the system will be confused, right? Because we did not assign this company with that account group. So we cannot just create a different sales organization for a different account group. Unless if you give that account group the right to work with this company, maybe you already customized that in your master data. So there's a lot of scenarios that can come into play here. So this is where you can see how the organizational master data also is coming into play here when you are about to create a customer. What sales organization are you creating a customer for? What distribution channel is the customer calling into for this first time? And what division, under what division is this customer interested in buying the product? Is this customer interested in our phone department, or what division is it? So as long as you provide the division that is required and available in the system, it will let you proceed to create a customer successfully. So that is the account group. Now, what is an account group? This is the transaction identifier. That is, when the required account group is selected during transactions, like you just saw me trying to select an account group, the system should switch on the required information customized for that account group. Now, what type of account group do we have? We have 4 types of account groups. We have sold to party, we have ship to party, we have bill to party, and we also have payer. Sold to party means to whom are we selling? Ship to party is who is responsible for the shipping. Bill to party is whom are we issuing our invoice to. and payer is who is the person responsible for the payment. Now we can have different individuals performing this task for a single transaction. I can call in to place an order and tell them that this order is a gift. I want them to send this order to my brother in Nigeria. The bill can actually be issued to someone different. Let's say my wife, I told my wife to be the one responsible for the billing invoice, and they send the bill to my wife, and I can come back again and say, okay, I will be the one responsible for the payment, or I can just have my friend make the payment for me. So the system is able to perform all these activities because our customers, they want us to be able to do everything. We want to be able to have a flexible system. Now we can be so secure and say, no, you cannot have someone else make your payment, and that comes into play if we are being so strict about the system, or we take security very important, and we can try to make it a one-way traffic by saying you have to be responsible for payment and not someone else. But we are able to customize and make the system so flexible, and we can actually make it tight also by having a very secure system. Number ranges. This is the customer account identifier. It is the number generated either by an individual or by the system to recognize the customer created for the system. If you create a customer right now, there is a number that will be generated for that customer that was created. And that number can be either created from the system, or it could be a number that is created by an individual. And that is what internal number ranges and external number ranges stand for. Internal number ranges means the system is responsible for creating the identification number for that customer. External means an individual can be responsible for generating or requesting for a number to be generated for a customer that the individual created. So that is what number ranges is. The system is able to give a number for every single customer that is created in the system. And that is like an account number. If you go to your bank and you open an account, they'll be asking you for some information. After they are done creating that information, immediately they will generate you an account number. Now, they are able to generate an account number for you because the system has a number range. They have a number range system. Partner determination. Partner determination is very confusing, but I will try my possible best to make it really simple so that we can understand it. Partner determination is the customer account transaction identifier. Its function is to help determine the function of the four types of account groups that we have in the system, and that is the sold to party, shipped to party, billed to party, and the payer. To whom sales is created for? Who called into order for a product? So to whom sales is created for, to whom the product is being shipped to whom the bill or invoice is being issued to, or who is responsible for the payment. This is the function of partner determination. Partner determination is what allows the system to think about what kind of transaction is applicable to the specific account group. Because if you select sold to party, the system will turn on all this information. It will turn on the sold to party, shipped to party, gift to party, and payer information in the system. If you select shipped to party, the system only wants to turn on shipped to party, sold to party, and billed to party. We only want to know this three information for shipped to party. We don't need to know who is making payment here, because according to the bill, we will know who is receiving the product, and according to shipped to party, because we know the product that is being sold, we know where the product is going to, and then we can determine the shipping cost. Bill to party, we just want to know who we are issuing our bill to. So all we want to know is what is being sold, how many quantity of product was ordered, and then our invoice will have all those information. If you go to a store and you bought 20 pieces of items. They will give you your bill. And before you receive your bill, you will see the quantity of items that you sold and you can check if it is correct. Now, your invoice that was generated because they have the information of what you ordered. So that's why we only want to know what is being sold. For payer, we want to know what is being sold. And then payer already knows how much that quantity or how much value and how much it is for the product you are buying, what the value is, and when the invoice is already generated, then you have to make a payment. If your payment does not equal to what the value of what you purchased, then we will not be able to complete the sale. Until you make the complete payment, then we'll be able to say we have processed order to cash. We have sold the product to you, we've issued the product to you, and we've received the payment. So that is what partner determination does. This is the customer's account transaction identifier. And we have three types of things in partner determination that need to be created. We have to create partner function, we have to create partner procedure, and then we have to assign this procedure to this partner function, and that is procedure assignment. Okay, let's see how we can customize our customer master data in the system using the implementation guide. Okay, we bring back the SD server and we log into the system. After you've logged in, you want to go to your implementation guide, and you can do that by putting the transaction code right here. But I want to go through the menu part so that we can also see another way that we can access the implementation guide screen. So that's another way that you can come in here, or you just put in the transaction code here and see. We are already in here. So to create a customer, you go to Logistics General, and from Logistics General you go to Partner Function, Business Partner. Business Partner is right here. You click on the drop down menu and then you click Customers and then Control. There you are. So these are all the type of master data that you can create for the customer. For sales and distribution, we only need to create the account group because that is what we need. We also need to create our number ranges, which will generate a number for every single customer that is created in the system. And if the customer calls back in the future, and the customer just needs to give us the account number, or the IVR when the customer calls in and the phone is saying enter your account number, and if the customer punches in the account number in the phone, automatically when we receive the call, the system will give us the customer's account information. Okay, you click on the IMG activity for account group. And then we can create the customer right here. I already created Verizon customer master data, but what I want to do right here is I will delete what I've already created, and then I will recreate it again. So I see I already created this, but I want you guys to also see how to create it. So I'll go ahead and delete them, and then I'll create it again. Okay. Delete. Do you want to delete the account group? Say yes. Okay, that is deleted and you save. It will tell you you are successfully deleted. So you want to save it. If you don't save it, will still be in there. Okay, now let's go again to start up for. And define account group and field selection for customer. Now, if you remember, I don't want to go away from this screen for too long. Remember I said that we can provide views that we want our end users to see, and we can also suppress views that we don't want our end users to see. We can make some views mandatory, and we can make some views optional, meaning they can save without having that character maintained for that field. So I'll show you how that can come into play when I'm creating my customer master data account group. So you click on the ING activity and you click on new entry. I want to start with source party first, and that is the rising source party. And you define it, rising source party. Okay? This is where you can put in your number range. Do you want it to be internal number ranges, or do you want it to be external number ranges? You can determine that depending on what your client wants. If the client wants to be responsible for requesting for number ranges to be generated for every single customer created in the system, they will let you know, and then you can customize their system to meet their requirements. But right now, I would not create a number ranges yet because I have not defined it. I have defined it, so I'll have to go and delete it again to show you how to customize the number ranges. Now, general data. Remember I took you to this view to tell you that you can suppress some views and you can make some views available for your end users. This is where you can perform that task. If I want my end user to ask the customer for their addresses, I have to make this view available to my customer. Now, the view will not to my end users the addresses. Now, this set suppress generally, and the system has already suppressed everything in the address. So all this information, I have to know what does my client want their end user to be asking from the customer. And once I go and consult with them, and they tell me they want them to be able to get their name, form of address, search term, the name, street, district, region, PO box, transaction zone. So they will tell you what they want. So according to what your client said they want, then you will come in here and make those views available. You can make this available. You can make it required. If you make it required, all that is saying is that your end users, my client end users, cannot save a customer without the first and last name. That's what this means. But if you want to make it optional, meaning my client end user can save and create a new customer without having their first and last name. If you just want to say display means my end user can only display the information that is already maintained in here. They do not have the right to put an entry into this field. So that is what display means. So if I do display, and that means I must have already maintained the information for this customer in here. I would have given the customer's name in here. Name one of the customer or vendor's address. So that's what all that is. But for the purpose of this training, I want to do optional entry so that we can save and make it optional even if we didn't maintain all this information. So I will be clicking on optional for everything. you go back and do the next one, communication. You ask your client what kind of communication do you want to get back from your customers. You want the telex, you want the telephone fax, you want the standard communication side, internet email address. What do you want to get from the customer? Do you want to suppress it? Do you want to make it required? Is it mandatory? Or do you just want it to have to be displayed? Now, why is it important to get as much information from our customers? It is so important because all this information helps us to use our customer relationship management job to create a new campaign, to create a new marketing, what kind of product our customers are interested in. If we create a new product that meets our customers' requirement, or we send out a survey and ask our customer what kind of product are you actually looking for? How do you think we can make this current product that you bought from us? How do you think we can make it better? And according to their response, and then we will go back and work, our engineers will work on that and try to meet our customers' needs. And after we've met their needs, we want to be able to use their information to create a marketing campaign, to create a campaign to market our products to them. So that is the job of customer relation management. And this is their response. We can create a sales order in CRM also. But what we are using right now is the enterprise resource planning module job. CRM is more or less the same, but it's just a web-based version of CRM. Continue doing this until we are done. There's a lot of fields. Okay, after we are done with the general data, then we have to go to the company code data. So this is also needed. You have to maintain all, or depending on what your clients need. And you go to them, consult with them, they'll tell you what they need in this information right here. They will be the one responsible giving you what they need. You will not just, if you take your job to try to pass away them, you need a payment transaction field available. You don't need to suppress it. You want to allow your end user to be able to change it because you're giving them your own expertise, experience, and why it's good for them to activate it. So this is your job as a consultant. You'll be going to meetings, you'll be talking to them, and trying to persuade them to do something that you think is good for the company. And you work hand in hand with the subject matter expert, and they have more understanding of the type of business that your client is running. And you all will work together. You will talk about a lot of ideas. You talk about a lot of things, and then depending on what the conclusion is, then you will go and then customize the system to work and meet their requirements. Okay, and then we go back to sales data. Now the sales data is the most important of all the account groups that we will be creating in the system. If you go back to my slide and you see where I put in the source party, this is the sales data. This right here is the sales data. For source party is responsible for sales, shipping, billing, and payment. If you look at bill to party, it is responsible for sales, shipping, and billing only. If you look at bill to party, we only want to know what is being sold. What is the customer ordered in the system? That's what we want to know for bill to party. And for payer, We only want to know what is sold, and according to what is sold, is the payment that was received, did it meet the value of what was sold to the customer. So that's why we need to maintain all this, and that's why this comes into play when you are creating your account group. So this is sold to party. You want to activate sales. You want to also activate billing. You want to activate shipping. And you want to activate area. Okay. Before the shipping, you activate that. Your client will tell you what they need, what kind of information do we need in this field. So you can see that these are fields, these are entry fields, and these are tables. If you remember when I said that master data is nothing but a table. So that's what it is. Whatever the end user are putting into the system, it will be sitting in the customer master data table. So that table will contain all the information of every individual customer created in the system, and when the system accepts the customer created and the customer information has been saved, the system will generate a number for that customer, and our end user will provide the customer that number. So these are tables. So what kind of table views do we want our end users to have access to? That is what we are doing here. And I just like to really explain it to make it sound so simple, because it really is simple. It's just saying, I don't want you to see this, I want you to see this. I don't want you to be able to maintain information in here, I want you to be able to maintain information in here. And you are able to determine that according to your end user job role in the system. Okay, we are done with sold to party account group. Now you want to give your customer pricing procedure, or you just want to maintain that right here. We will be creating our own customer pricing procedure in the system, and we'll explain why we need a customer pricing procedure created. Partner determination will also be assigning that later on. Hopefully in this presentation, I'll show you how partner determination is required in here, and if we still have enough time, we should be able to do that, and if we don't, I will have to do that in my next presentation. So you want to make sure you save your current entry, and that has been saved. Check if it's being saved in your folder, and Xerox Corporation. Well, I can save it in here also. It doesn't really matter. If I want to generate a new one, I can always come here and generate it. But I will leave it in here and save it in this folder. So that means I have two companies created for this folder. I have Xerox created for this folder, and I also have Verizon created for this folder. So it really doesn't matter. So this is my system key for Xerox and Verizon. So I'll leave it in here. But if I want to generate a new one, I've shown you this before. You just click on this page, give the description, and then once it's saved, it will give you a new folder number, and that will be the folder number that I will be using for the entire Verizon project that I have started. But I want to keep it the way it is. I don't want to change, so I won't have to be switching. So save that, and then you can continue to create the next account group, which is Ship to Party. Now, I have shown you how to create sold to party. So instead of me doing all those clicking and clicking, I'll just show you how you can copy in the system and go back to edit what you want to customize that for. Just click on the selector right here. It will allow you to select a specific field and on select. So I want to copy Verizon sold to party and edit it for Ship to Party. And I copied it, I just changed the account group code and put that as an H, and I change this also, and I say Verizon shift to party. Now, I want to also make sure I remember to come here and edit my sales data, because remember, sales data for shipping only means sales, shipping, and billing. We do not need the partner usage. Like I am showing you here, ship to party means sell to party, ship to party, and bill to party activated. So we have to make sure we remove partner and suppress it, and our end user will not be seeing that information coming into play when they are trying to create a customer for ship to party. So you go back and that has been removed, sell to party, ship to party, bill to party has been active. And you say, after you say ship to party is created, and you can confirm summarizing your message, and that is your ship to party. Okay, and you do the same, you copy your ship to party. Let me copy the both of them and just do bill to party and pay at the same time. Copy. This is ship to party, and we convert it to Verizon bill to party. And you say bill to party. Remember to come to your sales area and know that billing we only need to have sales active. So we want to remove and suppress all the fields for shipment. We go back and suppress all the fields for billing as well. You want to make sure you suppress everything. Okay, now sales is active for billing. We only want to know what is sold. According to what quantity was sold, what value was sold, and our account department will determine how much value they are, and we will issue the bill to the customer. All this is doing is just issuing the bill to the customer. So you save that. Okay, that is saved in the system. And then sold to party. You want to change this to payer. Verizon payer. Pay to party. And you want to just come here and remove shipping. Yep, we want to know what is sold, what is the invoice, and you don't need this. And you also do not need shipping. Okay, that is for payer. And then you go back. So you only need sales and billing. And I will show you again. So you only need sales and payer. Not billing. Sales. Yeah, sales and billing. That's all you need. There is no payer here. You only need sales and billing information for payer. So you just come here. Sales and bill to party. I use TU instead of TY, partner usage. Okay, you only activate sold to party and bill to party for payer. According to what is sold and the invoice will confirm and check if the payment that the customer making does it meet the value of what we have sold. So that's what that does. Okay, then we save it, sales and billing, and then save our information, and they are all created. So we go and check to be sure they are all created. Verizon payer. There it is. All 4 account groups have been created. So if you want to view and cross-check your work, you can view them. And this is Verizon Social Party. You check the sales area data and make sure all 4s are maintained. You go back, you go to the next one, and this is Verizon ship to party. You double click that, and you see that sold, shipping, and billing is active. And if you go back again to the next one, this is Verizon Payer, and you check to see that sales and billing is the only thing active. So that you go back also, and you check the last one, which is bill to party, and you make sure it's only sales that is active. So we have cleared everything perfectly, and what we need to do now is to continue to creating our customer master data. We just got done with the account group, which is the first parameters we want to maintain for our customer master data. So these are the 4 types of account group that we have: sold to party, ship to party, bill to party, and pay to party. Now we want to go and assign our number ranges or create our number ranges. I have already created these number ranges. I didn't know I will be showing us how to customize this, so I was just creating it. Fine. And you go to the interval right here to delete. And I will look for internal Verizon number ranges. We've already created that. And it's a good thing I've not created any customer yet, because if I have, it will be giving me a problem. It will not let me. The system will not be happy with me because I've created a customer. The system has generated a number. That customer that I created will not be available anymore if I delete the number ranges. But there is no account group for that customer anymore. ID internal Verizon number ranges. There it is. Internal Verizon number ranges, and then I also check for external Verizon number ranges. There it is. Now external, this is where I check for external. So I want to delete it so that I can create it again, and you can see how I assign my numbers and how I was able to determine how many lags of numbers and how many numbers. And according to those number and number lags, we will know how many customers we can create in the system. Okay, let me go ahead and delete them, and I'll create everything. Deleted, save. The number ranges and intervals are not included in automatic recording of customer data. Yeah. Okay, it has been saved and I've deleted successfully, so let us go back. Cancel. Alright, we just got done with the account group. Now, let's create our number ranges. Master data. You click on define number ranges. Interval is used for checking how many number ranges have been created in the system. Status is it allows us to know how many customers have been created from the number ranges lag that we have. And interval is where you can actually create a new number ranges for your system. Okay, you click on that and you see 2-digit code, and I say ID internal Verizon number ranges. You click on this box right here to check how many type of number ranges are available. So you want to click on this. You don't want to click on this little number ranges because they run out pretty quick. So this one has a lot of numbers that can be generated. You can extend it as much as you want. So you don't click on that. And then we have 8008101 to 9999, but you don't want to use all this. You can, but for the purpose of this training, I don't want to use everything. I want to leave it available so I can use that number in the future. I don't want to consume this number yet. So I will go and put in 8008160, meaning I can create 49 additional I can create 50 additional customers in the system. That is what that means. And current number, this will tell you if I create a customer right now, it will say 1. So that means I have created 1 customer out of 50. So this is telling you the status of your numbers and how your numbers is being assigned and how many customers have been created. And if I want to make it an internal, it is internal already without checking it. If I check this, that means I've made my number ranges to be external, and the numbers can only be requested for by an individual. If I leave it internal, that means the system is responsible for assigning the customer account number. Okay, I have created that, then I click return and I will save. And if I look for IV in here, let's see it in the system. IV. This is what I just created. Okay, it is right here. So I want to create for external also. Just want to show you external Verizon number ranges. You click on that again to select the number ranges black. You click on it. Remember it was 101 and this was 8008. 10150, then 200. And I check that so I can make these number ranges external, meaning only an individual can request for a number generated for every single customer created in the system. Now, I can create 50 additional number ranges for external number ranges, meaning I can create 100 customer system, 50 for internal, 50 for external. Just trying to be creative, and that is it. You click on return and I will save it for you, but you also want to make sure you click on save. I need to come up with this message. The number ranges intervals are not included in automatic recording of customer changes, of customizing changes. Okay, if you change your customer information, it will not assign a different number ranges for you. Or if you go to your customizing and you change something, there is no customer ranges assigned for that. Customer ranges is only applicable when you create a customer in the front end, when you create a new customer, and then the system will generate an account number for you to give to that customer. That is your account number. That is your unique identifier. But if that customer calls back in the future to change some information in their account profile, it will not generate a new account number. It has already given them an account number, and that will be the account number until they stop doing business with us. Even if they stop doing business with us, it's still going to be the account number in case we want to run an audit or there is something happened and we just have to trace back and see when did we have this customer in here. But we can always transfer that account number to someone else. Let's say a customer bought a phone and they want to transfer that phone to their wife, or maybe the person is deceased, and we requested for attorney or a document or a paperwork that can say that they are required to hold the property of the primary customer, so that we can transfer that property to someone else by changing all their name and everything to the current owner of that property. So we can always do that, and that account number will always be in the system and not deleted. So you just click on this green right here, click on save again, and the changes were saved. Go back, and then you assign the number ranges to your account group. All you need to do is to look for your account group, Verizon, Social Security, and you want to bring up all the account groups that you have. And I want to make it all internal, I don't want external. So I say internal Verizon, internal Verizon, internal Verizon, internal Verizon. just assign this in the number ranges. And I want you to go back to your account group. Click on the IMG activity. Look for your Soul Society, Verizon Soul Society, and you will see that the account group has been assigned automatically for all your accounts. Okay. Click on them and you view, and the number ranges is assigned automatically. So we have assigned our number ranges to every account group created in the system. Okay. That's it, and that is what we need to do for account group and number ranges, and everything is saved. And we just have to go back and check on I'm going to do anything by mistake. You go back out, go back out, go back out. Okay. Now, partner determination. Let me sign out. Let me talk more about partner determination, and I can actually conclude if I want to customize the partner determination on this presentation. Well, partner determination is the customer's account transaction identifier. Now, you might think that this that we are doing here is the customer's account transaction identifier, but it is not. This is only telling you the function of this account group. What is this account group responsible for? We only just define it, but this does not tell the system how to behave. But partner function will tell the system how to behave when an account group is selected. To whom sales is created for, to whom the product is being shipped to whom is the bill or invoice being issued to, or who is responsible for payment. According to partner function, it will tell the system what information to turn on and what information to turn off, depending on what account group we are creating a customer for. So if you select view to passing, partner function will only turn on information for view to passing, and it will turn on information for sold to passing and also for view to passing. I will show you how to customize this. It is a little bit confusing, and I think it's better I start this presentation from here, and then the next presentation that I'll be providing will be about partner function. Okay, we'll see you next time. Thank you.